I'm answering chapter 14, number 5. Do you think that anxiety about performance or excessive attention to one's partner's sexual satisfaction can interfere with one's own sexual pleasure or performance? If so, what steps will be taken to alleviate those problems? So I think yes, both of those things will make sex less pleasurable because you're not thinking about yourself. You're putting too much emphasis on the wrong things. And if you can just focus on being with a person and connecting with that person, then it'll be okay. And when it comes to performance anxiety, I don't think that it's important that both people have an orgasm every time. That's not the point. And I think with a lot of men especially, there's so much pressure put on them to perform and be good lovers that they don't realize that for females in a heterosexual relationship anyways, that females don't really, like, that's not what's the most important. And usually that's not what it is for guys either. So it's okay. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes it doesn't, So, if I was giving them advice, I would say I would do some cognitive restructuring and, help them feel good about themselves. So if there was if say they were having anxiety about maintaining an erection, we would do some therapy to figure out how to fix how I thought about that. I also think that when you're sleeping with somebody, you shouldn't be so worried about whether or not they like it, and have a conversation with them. And I think that most of the time, whenever you talk to somebody about something that is very hard for you to talk about, then the person that you're talking to feels more comfortable to talk about what they want. And then you guys can know each other and be closer as a couple instead of just constantly worrying about whether or not you're going to be able to perform or whether or not you're going to not perform. And I think women too, there's this, like, we have the same pressures, like your partner wants you to have an orgasm so bad and then they feel inferior if they can't make you have one. And you shouldn't feel like that, because if the person that you're with is sleeping with you, they obviously care about you in some way if you're having sex with them for that reason. If it's, if it's just casual sex, then I don't really know what I would tell somebody for that. But in a relationship, that is what I would tell them. And I would say you should probably listen to what your partner is telling you too. So if there is something that you could do better to help them achieve an orgasm, you can do that. And then maybe you won't have that pressure anymore because you know what your partner wants.